Hello, my name is Veronica Z, and I'm here for a video presentation on one of the pillars of literature, which is vocabulary. So our agenda for today is we will be discussing these things. We will talk about the 5 pillars of reading. We will focus on the vocabulary component of that. Then I will do a read aloud. And then finally, I will show you a student engagement activity that you can use in your classroom with your students. Now, according to the National Reading Panel, there are the 5 pillars of reading instruction, or you might say the 5 components of reading. We have phonemic awareness, phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and obviously reading comprehension. Now, I know that I've been to the trainings with you before, and we focused on already a few of the pillars of reading comprehension. The first one we focused on was phonemic awareness. So I'm just going to refresh your memory a little bit. And if you remember, phonemic awareness is the ability to focus and manipulate individual phonemes, which are, if you remember, they're the sounds in the words. Don't let that word phoneme confuse you. Now we have phonics. Phonics is the understanding that all words are made up of sounds. It is the relationship between letters and sounds. Thirdly, we have fluency. Fluency is the ability to read with speed, accuracy, and proper expression. And we're going to focus on vocabulary today because our past workshops, we focused on the first 3 pillars. This time we're going to focus on vocabulary, and the next time we're going to focus on comprehension. And I'm going to give you some strategies that will help your students get a better understanding of what they read using vocabulary, which are words that students recognize with automaticity for reading comprehension. And finally, once again, is comprehension. This is the ability to interpret what you read. Okay, so now I'm going to do a read aloud. All right, and as I do this read aloud, I want you to be thinking about words that maybe your students might struggle with as I read this. I am a huge proponent of read alouds. When I taught middle school, this was actually one of my favorite books to read. I used this book in middle school to teach persuasive when we taught persuasive writing. And as I read it, you can see why it would be persuasive. In addition, I probably would preload the vocabulary before I start reading, but I want, instead of me picking out the words, I want you to pick out the words that you think your second grade students might struggle with in reading this book. Okay, this book is called Earrings by Judith Vorst. And if you're not familiar with her, she is a fabulous author. So I'm going to do the best I can. It's upside down. I'm going to do the best I can so that you can see the book. And if you can't see, if you listen to my inflection and my tone, that will probably be a great indicator of fluency. Okay, so this book is called Earrings by Judith Vorst. Okay, earrings. I want them. I need them. I love them. I've just got to have them. My mom and my dad won't let me have them. Earrings. Beautiful earrings. 4 pierced ears. And this is the picture of the little girl who wants her earrings. Teachers and lady dentists have them. Mothers and even grandmothers have them. Why won't my mom and dad let me have them? They say I'm too young. I'm not too young. I'm actually very, very mature for my age. I clear the plates after dinner. I take a shower without even being told. And if you can't see the pictures, there is a picture of a teacher and a lady dentist and a mother and a grandmother and a little girl who's actually clearing the table. They say I need to be patient. I've tried being patient. I am just tired of being patient. I want my ears pierced now, not when I'm 20, 40, 80, 100 years old. I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings, glorious earrings. My mom and my dad say, why don't you wait a couple years? But I tell them, I'm the only girl in my class, in my school, in the whole entire solar system, whose mom and dad won't let her have pierced ears. At your age, they say pierced ears are premature. I hate premature. At your age, they say pierced ears are just frankly inappropriate. I really hate inappropriate. At your age, they say pierced ears look a little tacky. And I just cannot believe I've got such old-fashioned parents. I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings, glorious earrings. My mom and my dad keep saying weird things like, why? Because they'd make me look good. Because they'd make me feel good. And because furthermore, I'd be so proud of wearing them. I'd stand up straight and hold my head up high, which means, believe it or not, they'd be good for my posture. And I hear they keep your earlobes warm in the winter. My mom and my dad ask, what do you want for your birthday? I tell them the only thing I want for my birthday is pierced ears. My mom and my dad ask, what do you want for Christmas? I tell them the only thing I want is what? That's right, pierced ears. And what do you think I'll say when they ask me, what should we bring you back from our vacation? I say, what do you think, guys? Of course, earrings. Beautiful earrings. Help me out, say it. What is she saying? Glorious earrings. Beautiful, glorious earrings for pierced ears. Well, instead of earrings, they say, we could get you a locket. I don't want a locket. Instead of earrings, they say, we could get you a charm bracelet. I really don't want a charm bracelet. As a substitute for earrings, they say, we brought you back this. Don't you understand? There isn't a substitute for pierced ears. And if you can't see it, it's a picture of a little girl. Her parents brought her back a hula skirt from Hawaii. Well, you know that's not what she wanted. I want them. I need them. I love them. Beautiful earrings, glorious earrings. I argue and I beg, and sometimes there's yelling and tears. I tell my mom and my dad all the things I would do. If only, if only, if only they would let me have pierced ears. Like, this is what I would do. I'd walk my dog every day for a whole year. Like, clean up my room every day for a whole year. Like, read a book once a week for a whole year. Like, be nice to my little brother for one whole year. Well, maybe 6 months. And I wouldn't ask for new clothes because I could wear the same old clothes and just change my earrings. I want them. I need them. I love them. I keep telling my mom and my dad, I've just got to have them. My mom and my dad say they're tired of hearing this stuff. But I promise, I cross my heart promise that they'll never hear it again the minute they decide I'm old enough for earrings, beautiful earrings, glorious earrings for pierced ears. Okay, so can you see how I could use this book for a persuasive writing? Let's talk about what did the girl want. Let's talk about the comprehension of the book. Yes, turn and talk to each other. Okay, what'd you come up with? That's right. The girl wanted earrings. And what was her reason for wanting earrings? Oh, yes, her reason for wanting earrings basically because everybody else had them. But she also said that she would basically do anything for pierced ears. Okay, now that you've had the chance to hear the book, I want you to tell me what vocabulary words did you hear that need further explanation? Okay, if you would turn and talk to your partner, I would like for y'all to come up with vocabulary words. See if you came up with the same vocabulary words that maybe second graders had difficulty understanding, maybe even some of your third graders. Did you come up with vocabulary words that maybe were similar? So I'm going to give you a second to talk about it and compile a list, maybe of 4 to 6 vocabulary words. Okay? All right. Now I've given you some time to come up with the list. Now, you're thinking, well, what do I do with these vocabulary words? Well, you could have pre-taught the words, but another way that you can use the words is let's talk about how important vocabulary is to reading comprehension. Obviously, you cannot comprehend if you're just word calling and you do not understand what the words mean. You know, a long time ago, we used to have have the word and write the definition, and that would be the end of it. But really, how much did we learn? We didn't learn a whole lot just writing the definitions of words. So now we have come up with some strategies to help kids learn the value of what these words mean. And I'm just talking about one specific skill. There are a plethora of skills. So one strategy or one resource that I use for almost everything in my classroom is Lead Forward. I am not sure if you're familiar with Lead Forward, but let me talk a little bit about it because this is free. I would definitely go to Lead Forward. If you look at the top as I'm pointing to the top of these, do you see it says Movement and Discourse Playlist? These are playlists. These going straight down, Ball Toss Boogie, All Choose and Chat. These are all activities that are based on a skill in which kids would move around the room and have a conversation. When we have rehearse and practice playlists, these are activities where kids can rehearse a particular skill. Extended thinking. This is where you have that higher level thinking word. You have higher level thinking. These are great activities to extending just, basically, you don't want them to just have the knowledge-based questions. You want to get them up into the application process. We have learning from mistakes playlists and evidence of learning playlists. Now, just a word to the wise before you start these activities, because they do involve a lot of movement and discussion. You need to make sure that you have gone over the rules and the expectations in the classroom, because we definitely do not want students to participate and then we have other students making fun of them. So it's very important that you, before you even attempt these, that you practice and you have good classroom management. Now, that being said, I'm going to go over the rehearse and practice playlist, and I'm going to do the Who Am I activity. And if you look at this tells you the activity, Who Am I? It also tells you what you are going to be doing with the activity, and then how to do this activity in your classroom. Now, I asked you if you had words, and the words that I have chosen are mature, patient, glorious, inappropriate, premature, and charm. And you can tell that these words are not only just nouns, there are some adjectives in there as well. So what I would do if I was doing this activity, I would already have these words written on a sticky note. So you have enough words on the sticky note where you have one for each student. Okay, so then on number 1 says, teacher assigns each student one word from a list of 6 to 8 terms. Here are the terms. They're already on a sticky note. I would just walk around the room and give each child a sticky note. Nobody knows what, and I would just mix them up. Okay, so that's number 2. They write the assigned word. As soon as they get their sticky note, then they sketch a quick visual of whatever that word means to them. Okay, so mature, they could maybe sketch a picture of an older lady. Charm, they might do a bracelet. It'd be interesting to see what they would do for premature, because hopefully you have taught that pre means before, so maybe they would sketch a picture of a baby. Okay, inappropriate, they might sketch a picture of something that was maybe gum with an X through it, knowing that's inappropriate at school. So you get the gist of it. Okay, so then once students sketch a quick visual, they fold their sticky note, walk around the room, and I would probably set the timer for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Each time the timer dings, they switch the sticky note, and you're going to do that 5 times. But I would set the timer and not just have them walk around willy-nilly. Okay, now when you get to the 5th person, student will unfold their sticky note and just stick it to their forehead. This is kind of a variation of a game, or if it won't stick, hold it. Now, they have a thinking partner. So when you hit the timer for the 5th time, you make sure you have 2 by 2 and they have a partner. So they give a thinking partner, and the thinking partner has to give clues to make guesses about their forehead word. Okay? So for premature, they might say baby, young. Okay? So you want to have them, and that way they could practice, and you do that several times. And as a teacher, you're walking around the room, you are hearing what the students are saying for the explanation of the words. If they're struggling, this is your chance to clarify and adjust each student as they are defining the words. Okay? Now, please make sure everybody gets a chance, everybody has a partner. This is a really fun activity, and it really helps with vocabulary learning. You can do this for anything. You can do it for science content, social studies content. You can do it for any. It's across genres, but this is just a fun way to teach vocabulary. Like I said, if I had more time, I would definitely show you the lead forward and go through some of these activities. These activities are excellent to use in the classroom. Okay, please let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.